All right, we are live.
Actually, I don't know if we're live. Are we live yet? We are supposed to be live.
Yeah, I saw it. 1, 2, 3. I saw it. Countdown. We are definitely live. Check the sound and let's get rocking.
Rocking and rolling. Let's see.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
From people around the world.
Facts.
We're wearing everybody's favorites here.
Yep,
There you go.
Yep. Double checking here on our YouTube, making sure that we are live.
Good
Sound quality is there. You can see the delay on it too, right? All right, Michael.
David.
What a show.
Hey, you know, the good news is because we don't have the second, we don't have Instagram today.
We just one camera to look at?
No, now we can actually literally go farther apart and show everything on there.
It's a good point.
You know?
Well, it's going to be an interesting show because as people get to know and see what we're doing, there's a chance people learn a lot about what's happening in the background, you know, and what's cool about that is we're learning together and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about a very, very interesting underground of the world and the financial system.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for people to get to know a little more about what's happening in the world,
Mm-hmm.
the underground of the financial system, and what digital assets are and how they're going to play a role in the universe, not just here in America.
Yep, I like that. I like that.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the intro to crypto, the XRP team. Michael Cristoforo, David Lamel here. Thank you so much for joining us, and we appreciate you, the international world of Intro to Crypto podcast. You guys are an amazing group of people. You are all over the world, literally from the United States and every continent that we're talking to. And what's really cool about this, we have the greatest subscribers, the greatest people watching our show. And I'm learning so much from everybody out there. As we're learning from them, they're learning from us, and we're talking about information that is so deep and very exciting. So when you're out there and you're watching and listening, definitely let us know. Hit a subscribe and a like. Best place to really find us and listen to us is on the YouTube channel. Go to Team Powerhouse Real Estate. You'll hit subscribe. You'll see the lion there because we are a real estate team and we have a lion. It's pretty cool stuff. But go to YouTube and find us there. Hit subscribe. Hit a like if you're watching, and also hit the bell. Hit that bell. Let them know you want to watch our show, and you can personalize it as well.
Yep.
So today we're going to talk about the BIS of international settlements, which I thought to be something very interesting.
You're definitely on for the messaging today, by the way. I just want to make sure.
We are definitely live.
Okay.
I can see
the
that.
messaging.
People are starting to come through over here as they're watching live. Let me just double check something for a minute. We're finding that Facebook sometimes gets a little wonky, and with the subscriber or the people listening, I can also put it on this side over here too. As people are jumping on, here we are over here, and we are over here as well. So just confirming that is working. If you're watching and listening and you want to let us know you're watching and listening, please let us do. Please just let us know so we know that you can hear us as well. But we're going to talk about Ripple, XRP, and the BIS. So do you know what the BIS is? Actually, before we start, we have to disclose this is not financial advice. I'm a real estate agent. It's a mortgage broker. We together make the intro to crypto and love to help teach and learn together about digital assets, cryptocurrency, and what is happening in the world behind us that no one's talking about.
Yep.
So what is the BIS? The BIS is the Bank of International Settlements. The central banks of central banks. Provides a forum for international monetary cooperation, not direct banking services, and it's based in Basel, Switzerland. Did you know that? Basel, Switzerland. Very interesting stuff.
It is.
This place, the BIS, 63 of the most powerful banks as its members. They represent countries, not individual banks, which I also found to be very interesting. The central banks manage their nation's monetary policy and banking systems. So you have one place, the BIS, that basically runs the entire world of banks everywhere. Never knew this. And each country has its own specific, I'll call it headliner bank or group that is involved directly on the board over there,
Like the Federal Reserve
like the Federal Reserve.
for America.
And it's funny you mentioned the Federal Reserve because Federal Reserve is the United States bank. So
Nothing federal about it, Dave.
nothing federal about it,
Huh?
but
They call it the Federal Reserve, but there's nothing federal about it.
tell me why, Mike.
Well, I mean, it's without getting too conspiratorial. I mean, it's been around since 1913.
Yes,
Before that, we
just after the Titanic sank.
that is correct. That is correct.
If you want to dive a little deeper into some conspiracy, you want to talk about it a little bit or not?
Well, I think basically the banksters, those that want to control,
The world.
wanted to take control over the money system for America and maybe siphoning, like we're seeing with all the corruption around this country and
Yes.
the total waste of money. What if the Fed was siphoning off a piece of America's money and that was going to the banksters?
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
What if that was going, and what if
Is this before 1913?
no,
Or is
this is
since 1913?
after since 1913. So what if there a little bit was getting siphoned off to line somebody
pockets.
else's pockets and
Lots of
making
pockets.
making a lot of money off of that? But I mean, they couldn't get it passed until the Titanic sank in 2012, and there were a few people that were on that Titanic, conspiracy wise, that
And something
talk about it. Astor was one of them.
And something I learned about today was, and very interesting, which I'm not sure how many of you guys ever seen the movie The Titanic. The Titanic was owned by J.P. Morgan.
Yeah, I honestly did not realize that until we did a little bit of research today for this show.
I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of power in the history of America and the world is happening until you kind of start to dig a little deeper. So here you have the Titanic goes down. Oh, somebody's listening. Somebody's listening to a conversation over here. The Apple is grabbing our information, a conversation. So getting back into it. So here you
Here
have
comes the bombs.
right. So here comes the drones. So so the Titanic goes down. A couple of guys that were involved that didn't want the Federal Reserve to come out die.
Supposedly. Yep.
So now we have the Federal Reserve comes out in 1913.
Yep.
Just after the Titanic sank.
Yep.
And then we have the Federal Reserve System where everything changed.
Yeah. And it's sort of interesting because I've never seen right now so much pressure on the Federal Reserve as what Donald Trump is presenting right now.
Let's talk a little about that. Share exactly with what's happening.
Well, I mean, we just had Powell was just, brought in, for some questioning, or there's going to be more on that with some kind of a lawsuit or something that was just started last week. So
right.
There's definitely some pressure for that. They're saying that it's because he's kept interest rates high or because of all of the reconstruction that they're doing on this Federal Reserve building in DC that's costing a tremendous amount of taxpayers' dollars. Supposedly, yeah. I don't know exactly how big it is, but I'm sure it's extremely excessive.
Very interesting. So let's get back into the BIS. So the BIS, right, has a board, and the board there are 60. Okay, let's start all over. The central bank manage their nations, right? Monetary policy and banking systems. Some countries have major commercial banks, J.P. Morgan Chase and HSBC. While there are 63 members, a core group of 6 countries hold permanent ex officio seats on the BIS board of directors. And this is kind of very interesting. Kind of very kind of. Belgium is one, National Bank of Belgium. France, the Bank of France. Germany, the Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank. Sorry. Deutsche Bank. Oops. Italy, the Bank of Italy. United Kingdom, Bank of England. And United States, which is not the Bank of X, but it's the Federal Reserve, which I thought was very interesting also. System. So how does the BIS work or relate to the Federal Reserve System? So these are the kind of things we're going to talk about today. And this might be way above your heads, or it might be something you're kind of going, what? And this might kind of turn you to the back of your chair. Project Agora. Have you ever heard of it before? Project Agora. Something's important to know about because this all kind of ties together in some of these happening in the background of the world economic system and how it's going to be changing. Like nobody's talking about it. You're not hearing about this on the news. You're not even hearing about this on the radio, right? Radio actually, like it used to be back in the day. Project Agora is a major public private initiative led by the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, and the Institute of International Finance, IIF, to revolutionize cross-border payments using tokenization and programmable platforms, integrating tokenized commercial bank money with wholesale central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, on a unified ledger for faster, cheaper, and more transparent international transactions. It involves 7 central banks and numerous private financial firms aiming to improve the current correspondent banking system with a new regulated financial market infrastructure.
There it is. Underline that piece.
What does that sound like? We've been hearing this more and more.
Yep.
Trump was talking about this. He kind of mentioned it. And here comes our people. Mambo Land is back. Hello, family. Hope everything's well.
Hello, Mambo.
Hopefully you've been catching on to what we're talking. Did you hear the beginning part of our show, Mambo Land? That's what I want to know. Talking about the BIS, the Project Agora, and what the project's all about is getting a system in place for moving faster money around the world. But no one's talking about it. And how is it that this is happening with Ripple and XRP? One of the most important things we talk about and why the suppression of the dollar amount of it right now into this coin and what's going to be happening with it, why Jake is so in the know, but can't talk about it. The key goals and features of the Agora project is unified ledger, creating a single shared ledger for both commercial deposits and central bank money. Tokenization using digital tokens to represent money and enabling atomic settlement simultaneously exchange.
They're starting to talk more and more about the tokenization, which is great.
But nobody understands what that means.
Just imagine if they came out with a news briefing that just said Ripple is working with BIS directly. You know, I mean, we have to dig through all this stuff, watch the videos to do that. Nobody's putting it right out there to spell the same way.
At 744 JCO, thank you for joining us. Please hit like and subscribe. And let us know in the world you're coming from. And he says, BIS equals no rules apply. Well, that might be very true. There's a lot of things happen to BIS, and being that where it's located and how much power it has.
I mean, we say all the time that the banks rule the world.
One of the biggest things, and I'm actually happy to mention that at 744 JCO, they will designate XRP as a tier 1 asset. Exactly. You are catching on. You're listening and watching and learning. You know what's going on. And please share more information over here because we're finding this stuff out, learning together. It's wild. Las Vegas. Nice. Love it. That is awesome. That is the place where everything happens. The night that never sleeps, right? Or is that New York? But it's really Vegas. Love it. So here we are talking about a bank that has no rules, like you said. It really has no rules. It runs under its own like jurisdiction, right?
Well, who's over them?
They have their own,
there probably is somebody over them. Who do you think would be over them?
Well, it's the
Rothschilds.
Well, it's the
families.
Right.
No, there's families. There's got to be somebody over it. That's probably, but like, oh yeah, we'll just, we want the Fed to be controlled. We want this one to be controlled, that one to be controlled. Let's put everybody. Who is it? We'll never know, but I'd love to know who the family is. 744
JCO says, I'll see you guys at the conference. He's talking about the Stable Crew conference.
I wish.
I
wish we were going.
It's something I would love to do and go and see. I'm actually going to be in Florida a couple of days later, seeing my son. He's in North Miami.
What kind of dedication is that, David?
I wanted you to come with.
Hold on. Now it's me doing it. I wanted you to go.
By the way, price went down to $5.89. Pricing good for 6 more days.
What 589?
By the way, price went down to $589.
For the show. Okay. What was it for 2 days? For how many days?
XRP Vegas 2026.
Oh.
Did not know that.
I didn't either.
Now that is something. When is, I'm going to embarrass myself. When is XRP Vegas? Because that is something I would love to do. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
We would love to see you there for sure. When is
Yeah.
it? And please, that's good. $580. That's a perfect number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
That's actually pretty reasonable. I thought there was a lot more money than that, to be honest with you. I wonder if they dropped the prices.
It was 900 before.
There you go.
Which hotels are being held at? If you don't mind sharing with us again, this is awesome information. Appreciate this. While you're doing that and while you're sharing this with us, as you may already know, let's see. Where was I? Unified ledger. Create a single shared ledger for both commercial deposits and central bank money. Tokenization. Use digital tokens to represent money, enabling atomic settlements simultaneously. Before I'm saying that, I'm sorry. Program end of April. No kidding. Oh, the Paris Hotel. No kidding. I've been to the Paris Hotel. I've been to a lot of hotels in Vegas. I like it.
Yeah, Paris is right down the street, right next door to Hard Rock.
No.
What's the one? No, not Hard.
No.
It's not Hard Rock.
It's
it's right to the right of it. Oh, Planet.
I don't know. I have to see it. I got to see the map of the strip. I've been to a lot of the hotels there.
Planet.
I have a feeling that at 744 JCL, I want to give a nickname to this guy. We're going to call you 744. 744. What's next to the Paris? There's a couple hotels on the strip over there.
On the right.
Let's see. Programmability. I don't think so. Leverage smart contracts to automate compliance and payment processes, improve efficiency, reduce delays, costs, and risks in international payments. This is all about Project Agora. Public-private partnerships combine central banks' oversight with private sector innovation. Participants, ready for this? Central banks, Bank of England, Bank of France, Bank of Japan, Bank of Korea, Bank of Mexico, Swiss National Bank, and New York Fed. Oh, we got Mamboland. The Bank of International Settlements, BIS, is run by its board of directors, which sets strategy and oversees management, with day-to-day operations led by the general manager Pablo Hernandez. Very interesting. Thank you for sharing that.
Who does Pablo work for?
Who does Pablo work for?
I'm just teasing.
And again, Project Agora. Projects a large group of commercial banks and financial institutions. Why it matters: Project Agora addresses inefficiencies in traditional cross-border payments, offering a potential regulated alternative to private stablecoins and building a more modern financial infrastructure for global commerce. The project is expected to report its findings in the first half of 2026. Now it's all kind of coming together. And this is why Ripple XRP
first half of 2026
has not exploded yet, because it all hasn't come out yet. But when Project Agora comes out in the headlines, and the BIS and the six major aficionados of the board, this is going to start to become a ripple effect, I believe, in the value of Ripple and XRP.
I don't argue with you on that at all, Dave. I sort of agree. And, on top of it, we're still hearing about all these exchanges with the shortage of XRP that's starting to go with all these ETFs. I bought some more ETF today, as a matter of fact.
You did buy some more ETF?
I did more. I'm just constantly.
Are you buying it on Canary? Which one are you buying it on?
I'm only buying XRP.
Okay.
That's the Canary. Directly, the Canary XRP ETF.
We have Robert Uten, 934. I got in late. No worries, buddy. Thank you for joining us. When are they going to make it a tier 1 asset? It's a great question, but we know now with the BIS that's happening in the background with Ripple and XRP that they're working in the background right now to develop a very fast system, to make.
Well, the system's, I think, already been developed.
Correct. Yes.
It's just not adopted yet.
And not publicized.
Right.
I mean, this is where Jake has information that we're talking about right now. We just got information over here that Jake can't talk about, and we're sharing with the world. Jake Claver?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
The guy that everybody thinks that is the bad guy?
I heard there's a couple of things going on. I heard there was a lawsuit, by the way, just to get a little.
Really?
between
spicy?
Jake and
No.
there was something, maybe I heard that there was some kind of maybe even Jake put out a lawsuit. Maybe who was he fighting with? Was it Zach? He was fighting with somebody.
I wouldn't say fighting. I know that Zach.
There was something. I'm just curious. There was some kind of lawsuit or something I heard.
Was talking a little bit about. Again, I like Zach.
We're just playing conspiracy theory here.
I think Zach's a smart guy. I think that he just he was giving a poo-poo to Jake because Jake was talking about these wild numbers, and Zach's like, "Well, I just keep talking about these wild numbers. I don't think you should talk about these wild numbers," kind of thing. I'm downplaying this a little bit, unless you guys feel differently. But I mean,
this is just fun. We're just here talking like we're family. That's what we're doing. We're at the Christmas. We're at the dinner table. We're at the dinner table having a conversation.
And Jake said he tried to reach out to Zach, and Zach didn't take his call or get back to him yet. Hopefully, Zach Rector and Jake Klaver can, get together and schmooze it up a little bit and get back together and on the same thing.
Oh, somebody was mentioning
Zach Rector, that. 744 said Zach Rector, yes, and 30 million.
What?
30 million, I mean, lawsuit?
Oh, I want more information on that. If that's the case,
that's kind of bananas. Wow.
What would he have to say to get sued for 30 million? Because if that's the case, I don't want to. We're gonna wrap this call up right now.
Hold on. Robert says over here, Zach Rector, Jake Klaver, 30 million.
Whoa,
that's a lot of money.
Give us more detail on
Why
this.
Is there a $30 million lawsuit about what? Just conversation about?
Well, no, maybe he thought he was bad mouthing him. Maybe Jake, maybe Jake is suing him because he thought it was, what's that called when you bad mouth somebody?
That would be called
it's escaping.
No. It's when you basically tarnish your reputation.
Yeah. What is that?
Let's get back to that in a second. Well, we got
this Robert, is fun. Actually, 744. This is better than the BIS.
No,
the BIS.
Project, well, this is important though. Project Agora is a groundbreaking initiative led by Bank of International Settlements, BIS, Innovation Hub, and a coalition of central and private banks, which aims to improve the speed, transparency, and cost of wholesale cross-border payments using tokenization and a unified ledger. Unified ledger
defamation.
A defamation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good job, Mamo Land. FAFO.
What is FAFO?
I know what FAO make. FAO.
I don't know it.
What is FAO? I know what FAFO is. FAFO is
Can you get back on track?
F around and
forget
find out.
Forget the drama. There you go. All right.
Find out. That's exactly what it means.
All right. He wants you to get back on.
Legio X is on. Thank you so much for joining us over here. We appreciate you being part of the show. Let us know where you're from. Please hit like and subscribe and hit that bell and let them know that you want to watch our podcast and they come on live. Can you get back on track? Forget the drama.
Yeah. He's business.
I like it. I like Legio is on there, likes the business. All right. So very important stuff. We have XRP, we have Ripple.
I thought it'd be more entertaining, but
this thing with the BIS, this underground information that's happening in the background that nobody knows about. No one's talking about. You have Ripple, XRP, the fastest there is, working behind the scenes with BIS.
So they haven't accepted XRP yet.
They haven't
officially, but Ripple
is working in the initial phases. And Legio says from LA. We got a lot of LA in here. We got a lot of people from California. Love it. Yeah. Beautiful place. A lot of nice, beautiful weather and people. But you got a lot of things happening financially in the background with what XRP has been suppressed financially, but Jake's been talking about something he knew about. And this is the mother lode right here. This is the mother lode. And when it comes out on what I wish it would be more publicized, even on TV, even the news, you listen to Fox or MSNBC and they talk about the different ETFs, but they're not digging into it. Yep. They don't want to be the first people to come out and say something. That's the problem. Legio, I think more news from UK came out for Ripple. Yep. I think UK is huge on Ripple. I agree with you 100%. And I also think, hold on, Mumbleland. I think their beef is for the business that they are running digital assets. I think the beef is for the business that they are running digital assets. Interesting. And then Legio says, I think more news from the UK came out for Ripple. UK is amazing what they're doing and how fast and forward they're moving with the Ripple and XRP.
Well, it's one of the what, six
It's one of the
six that you've mentioned
Yes,
as well.
it
So
is.
that makes perfect sense.
It's one of the 6 officio seats on the BIS. Let's see. Key insights. Objective. The primary goal is to address the current inefficiencies, slow, expensive, and opaque processes in international payments by exploring a new system using smart contracts and a shared programmable ledger.
A new system.
Who does that sound like, right? If that's not Ripple, if that's not XRP, but it gets better. Here comes some more. XRP from Need for Speed. Thank you so much for being back on the show, buddy. We love having you here. Hopefully you're catching on what's going on with this BIS, and Ripple and what's happening in the background.
Yep.
Participants, it is a public-private collaboration that brings together 7 central banks representing the top 5 international reserve currencies, including the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, Bank of England, and Bank of Japan, and more than 40 private sector financial firms like Santander, Citi, HSBC, and SWIFT. Interesting, because SWIFT has to be there, right? Ripple's related involvement. Ready for it over here, guys? Ready for it? And Blade's back in that saddle.
Blade.
So great to see you, buddy. Let's see how the voting goes on the 15th. Absolutely. I'm not only interested about that, but this whole first half of the year with the BIS working with Ripple in the background to speed up the systems. How Ripple's a related involvement to the BIS. The BIS task force. Ripple is a member of a separate BIS-led task force, the Cross-Border Payments Interoperability and Extension Task Force, aimed at improving global payment standards. Guys, you can look this up. Need for Speed. Yes, sir. SBI Holdings, a key partner of Ripple. SBI Holdings is a private sector participant in Project Agora. Guys, Project Agora is like the big elephant that no one's talking about. No one heard about. Have you guys heard about Project Agora? The one guy, thank you for joining, my friend. Thank you for being on the show and letting us know where you are from. Also, make sure you hit subscribe and like on this show. XRP Moons when silver hits $100. Mark my comment. Like that. You like that a lot. You're getting close to 100.
Dave and I were talking about that today. Real quick, for all those that haven't followed up, where's silver today, guys? $85.
Silent Giant, thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe and like. Let us know in the world you're from. And so, how can I SPER? I think there was a miss. How can I spur? How can I like, subscribe, maybe? But if you want to finish that sentence, how can I spur? I'm not sure what that is. Legio says SBI is deep in the Ripple department. There we go. That's exactly right, Legio. 100% correct. SBI Holdings is a key partner of Ripple. SBI Holdings is a private sector participant in Project Agora. This has led to the speculation among the XRP community that Ripple's technology could align with the project's objectives, although this remains unconfirmed by official sources.
So here's my question. Let's play the game. Why
super chat? Silent John says no super chat. You know what?
You don't need a super chat. You just put a comment there and you get to put it on for free.
We are a free, you know what? I would love a super chat. I don't know how you get a super chat. That'd be so cool to get a super chat. But Silent Giant, talk to us. Tell us what you're thinking. We're here for you, my friend. We love that you're here and a part of the show.
But back to this thing here. Why, just thinking logically,
yes,
why would Ripple spend their time with all these entities only to help Algorand, XLM, or everybody else succeed rather than XRP? There's no interest. You got to have a self-interest here. So if A plus B has to equal C, so why would people not think XRP is going to be the one when Ripple's already working with every one of them? That's my question.
Legio says, let's also keep an eye on oil priced in yen. We will definitely keep an eye on that as well. XRP and XRP
That's
Ledger.
Jake right there. That was Jake.
It is. XRP and XRP Ledger, XRPL, are not officially part of the technology being tested within the Bank for International Settlements, the BIS Project Agora, which focuses on tokenized commercial bank deposits and wholesale central bank money. However, the company behind XRP, Ripple, has some indirect connections to the broader initiative.
Mm.
Interesting. Guys, I think we're coming out with something that no one's been talking about on all of YouTube. And if I'm wrong, you tell me. If you've been hearing about the BIS and Ripple and XRP, you let me know that you've heard this before. I haven't heard it before.
There's been rumblings that, BIS, but I personally haven't seen where people are really delving in on the BIS.
It's not about a rumble. It's about an explosion. It's about an explosion that's going to happen. And we're talking about the BIS, but in the first half of the year of 2026. I wonder if this got pushed out because of all things that happened with the government shutdown and everything else, where it got pushed out farther as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
The BIS task force, Ripple is a member of a separate BIS-led task force, the Cross-Border Payments
Somebody doesn't want you to read.
and Extension Task Force. You don't need to be a genius to understand that XRP is the future. You're absolutely John White. Thank you so much for joining and being part of the show. You are absolutely right, in agreeing with you 100%. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being part of the show. Please hit like and subscribe and let us know in the world you're from. I think it's your first time here that I'm getting a chance to speak with you directly and love having you here. Thank you so much.
Who was the one that had the question about the super chat?
Was Silent Giant.
Okay, I was just curious. Did he respond to anything since that?
Silent Giant, we want to hear from you. And if there is a super chat, I don't even know how you get one, but if it would be cool to have one if you ever can get one.
Yeah.
I think, you know what it is, honestly? I think I know what it is. Okay.
Got to be a certain size?
No. You have to have 1,000. We are only at about 870 subscribers. That's why we don't have super chat. When we hit 1,000, and by the way, whoever the 1,000th person is going to get a big prize. And I don't tell you what it is, but it might be something like this. So please get out your friends and family and get them to like and subscribe our show.
Will you be able to see who's actual number 1,000? I don't know.
I'm going to be watching it closely. How about that?
All right, there you go. I like that. Yeah. So share it with your friends and family.
Yes, please share with your friends and family.
For an XRP sweatshirt.
And if you like to interact and get to know, and we're learning from you, you're learning from us, we're learning together. This BIS task force is unbelievable. The Ripple's all over it. SBI Holdings, a key partner of Ripple. SBI Holdings is a private sector participant in Project Agora. This has led to the speculation among the XRP community that Ripple's technology could align with the project's objectives, although this remains unconfirmed by official sources. Legio, that green candle is going to be bananas. Absolutely. 100%.
Just like silver's.
And we got John White from Texas. Thank you so much, John. Love that. I'm going to catch up to our conversations behind us over here. Please forgive me. Let's see. Legio says 1 cent owns, or 1% owns the assets. So I think that answers the question of being obvious. The FOMO will keep kicking like a short in the dark, like a shot in the dark.
I like it.
I think it's supposed to be a shot in the dark.
Yep.
Legio is on fire. I love it, Legio. And I love the fact that you said when the green candle hits, it's going to be bananas. It's funny you say bananas because I use that word all the time. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
He does all the time.
I love the word bananas. It's very cool. And it absolutely will be a banana zone. Shared objectives. Ripple's core mission to provide fast, cheap, and transparent cross-border payments. As we know, using the XRP as a bridge currency aligns conceptually with the goals of Project Agora, which seeks to eliminate settlement delays and high costs through a unified ledger. Atomic settlement. The XRP ledger has adopted an atomic settlement model, which it is a feature also being explored by the BIS in related projects like Project Meridian to reduce the risk in cross-border payments. Project Meridian, Project Agora, the project of projects is XRP, Ripple. That's where it's at. Ultimately, while the project is not named XRP as its underlying technology, the involvement of Ripple in other BIS initiatives and a Ripple partner in Agora suggests a conceptual alignment in the effort to modernize global finance. What's going to happen? XRP is going to go crazy. Yep. It's going to be bananas. Yep. So we're looking at now, according to the BIS, by the middle of 2026. We're all looking for is when is Ripple, when is XRP, when is it going to bounce? When it bounces, what's going to bounce to? Is it going to be that $10 hit? Is it going to be 15 or is it going to go higher? What are your thoughts and feelings, Mike?
I think it's going to go. Obviously, when the utility kicks in, it's going to go higher.
Right.
Until the utility kicks in, we might still be floundering around here at the $2, $3, maybe under 350. But I think, once the utility kicks in, I think we're going to go much, much higher. And it's going to go real quickly, just like the silver. I can't believe silver was only $50 a couple of weeks ago. And now here it is sitting at $85. I mean, that's the kind of chart that I'm looking for on XRP.
100%.
That I'm excited.
The
about.
silent giant. I'll be one of the first to send you a super chat when you reach 1,000. You guys are my new favorite XRP show. Thank you so much. We appreciate it so much. That is awesome. That is,
that's very nice.
This means everything to us because it's you, the people. This is the XRP intro to crypto, we call it, right? It's the world tour of XRP because our job is to educate the people who don't know and the people who do know to help educate us and other people around us. Yep. We are stronger together. There are so many non-believers, so many down, downsayers of XRP and Ripple, all these people who are Bitcoin enthusiasts who don't want to talk about Ripple. Listen, we all want to see everybody succeed over here, but we all know at the end of the day, when it comes to utility, when you buy something in life that has value, what kind of value does it bring and why does it have value? Like there's the gold and the silver that has a value that's something that holds to the dollar, right?
It's God's money. That's what they say.
But then you have something like utility. Electricity is utility. If you own a part of electricity, you own and make a lot of money, right? If you own a part of the plumbing that runs the entire world of water, how the water gets around, the plumbing system, the system that runs the entire financial system is what Ripple is and XRP is. And that's the part that blows my mind. That infrastructure, thank you. It blows my mind that people don't see it, don't get it, or don't understand. The one guy says, I think they're going to shake people out between $10 and $30, then moonshot. We tell people all the time that
it's good. It's a good point.
It's a good point. I don't know that.
What if it's 10 to 30 and it goes back down to 5?
Then
it takes off, shakes out all the people that were weak-handed.
So one of the things is how much conviction you have in XRP and Ripple. Like, are you in it for that $10 hit or that $15, $20 hit? Like, this is my legacy. This is my life in the future for my family and generations to come. And what does that mean? You don't have to have a lot of it necessarily. Nobody knows what each person has, and nobody should know. But someone asked the other day, is 500 enough? Is 1,000 enough? Is 7,000 enough? My answer is continue to buy until you can't buy. That's what I say. And if that means set it and forget it, and you're buying 10 a day or 10 a week or 100 a week, do your thing, because as much as you own, the more financially lucrative you'll be. And then hopefully, right, the plan is, if you, as Jake would say, learn how to live like a wealthy millionaire and know how to start planning ahead so you know exactly what you need to survive. Those are things that are huge in my life that I'm learning a lot about over the last 4 years. I mean, thanks to you introducing me to Ripple and XRP, right? Like, honestly, I didn't know what it was.
Thanks, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you. You changed my life, brother. And we're changing lives together,
Amen.
And
hey, a year ago, I would have never thought that we were going to be doing a podcast twice a week.
That's
never
right.
would have thought of that a year ago.
We decided to do this podcast. Oh, Robert says I need it to be at 3,100. Oh no, I need it to be I think $100.
3,100 tokens, maybe, or
I need it to be $3,100.
Oh,
okay.
$3,100. Okay,
if it's gonna be $3,100, it's gonna be at some point. That's for sure, right? If it does what it's supposed to do and it runs the whole financial system in the entire world, which it's going to be, right? It's going to be a part of that. And what percentage of it, we don't know, but it'll definitely be a part of the infrastructure of the entire world, not just the United States. When you have the BIS, which basically is all the banks in the entire world working with Ripple, that is like monumental information. And I'm hoping that everybody who's listening and learning and watching understands what the BIS is. Do some research on it. We have deep, deplorable badass. I love it. This is awesome. Thank you for being back on the show. We love seeing you. Maybe recoup some of my initial investment around $30, but not selling a significant amount until $1,000. I like your thought process a lot. And I talked to Mike the other day. I said, at what point can I retire, buy that house I want to buy in Florida, right? Be able to live and relax and enjoy. The biggest thing is I say, if I need to sell a little bit to buy that house, to live in a situation where I can just enjoy life. Not that I came to Florida tomorrow, but I want to be able to retire, right? And Deplore Badass, thumbs up. Is that blowing a kiss? And if it's blowing a kiss, blowing a kiss right back at you. The one guy, I'm going to hold off on Lambos and Thickies until it's over 100. Yeah.
Thickies?
Do you know what Thickies are?
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what it is.
I'm not sure if I know what Thickies are.
I'm gonna guess that it's probably women, but I could be wrong. Maybe,
hold on.
Let me see.
Let's see.
Slang
primarily British for a dim-witted or unintelligent person. Okay, maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Hold on. Thickies. Help me out with what Thickies are. THICKY.
If he's putting that together with Lambos, I'm thinking loose women and fast cars. That's what I'm thinking.
It could be. What is a thickie? Now, alternative spelling for an idiotic person. Is that right? I'm gonna hold off on Lambos and Thickies until it's over. Help me out, the one guy. Clemo, thank you for joining us, Clemo, and let us know where you're from. Please hit subscribe and like. Keep buying and put it into a self-custody wallet. Absolutely.
Amen.
And Mamboland says BBL. I don't know what BBL is yet. Mamboland, please help us out with BBL.
Google it, Dave.
I feel like I'm sometimes not well known.
We're old. Dave.
I know.
We're old.
BBL. BBL is big bat now. BBL meaning slang. Is slang BBL most commonly refers to Brazilian butt lift.
Oh.
Love it. Blade. I still believe Trump is going to back the digital dollar with gold and use Ripple Network.
Blade, how do you like that price of silver today? How do you like that price of silver? Crazy.
Is gold going up as silver's going up?
I would say it is. Yes. I haven't looked at gold.
Is gold going up?
Some of my gold stocks I see are doing very well.
Oh, Blade says big, beautiful Latinas. Thank you.
I was close.
I love it. I love it. But the whole thing with this BIS, this information that hit me when I was doing some research, it kind of went down a rabbit hole. And then one thing, boom, boom, boom. And then finding about Project Agora. And then I'm just blown away by this. I mean, I did not know this stuff. And I just think it's interesting that people haven't talked about this. Is it conspiracy? It's not conspiracy. Yep. It's something you can literally look up and find out about.
This is going to be one of those things that people will look back on in 5 years, 3 years, whatever. And they're going to be like, it's right in front of our face the whole time. And some people saw it and some people didn't see it.
Well, the reality is only 10% of the world is seeing it. And
10% of the world, is it even that many? There's 8 billion people. Is there,
I believe,
that's total crypto. I don't think it's anywhere near that for the people that own XRP.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You might be all crypto is 10%.
XRP. Let's do that. Let's see. Okay. A percentage of the world owning XRP is hard to pin down, but estimates suggest that 3% of the global population holds XRP, roughly 1.5 to 2 million unique individuals owning it. That's interesting stuff. Wow. Very interesting. So only 3% of the entire world. Well, if you own, that's what I'd say, if you own like 2,500 coins, you own the top 10%. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
That's crazy stuff. And it says, while the vast majority of XRP is held by a small number of whale wallets and Ripple itself, creating a highly concentrated ownership structure. And I'm keep getting all these things about Ripple on my phone is jumping on. It's so funny how when I leave the podcast, my phone blows up on Google and every type of app, YouTube and everywhere else about all these things that we're talking about or things that we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
New information. All right. So here we are. I hope you guys got a great information here. Blade says, maybe I suck at connecting the dots, but Venezuela has a huge gold mine. Just saying. No, you're not sucking at all. You're absolutely right. The Venezuela thing is huge on many levels with
Yep.
gold, with silver, with oil. And there's way more involved in the Venezuela thing we're learning about when it comes to how it's when Trump took over Venezuela. This was a chess move, 100%. This was all chess. You guys know that now.
I was at the doctor's today, and there was a woman that was taking care of me, and she's like, "Oh, I want to retire early." She said, "I want to travel the world." She goes, "There's 50 states in the country, and we're gonna pick the top 10 that we want to hit." I said, "Well, make sure you put 51 on there." I said, "Venezuela will probably be there if you want to add that." If you want to add that, she started laughing.
Oh, that's
She was
awesome.
laughing.
The Venezuela hit was
Sounds like it
not
might
by
be
accident.
It might be Greenland too soon enough. Yeah, if you guys want to go to Greenland in a couple of years, we might be
You
might
own
be
it
our
too.
52nd.
Listen,
Just teasing.
there's no conspiracy theories here. This is
No.
all really information. We can
Just
find
fun.
out. Just having some fun. All right. Thank you for joining us on the show
Yeah.
tonight. Those of you who showed up late, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here early. We appreciate you guys so much. It means the world. Mambo Land, that number is based on wallets holders. Myself hold at least 3 wallets. Interesting. Very interesting. You got a good point,
Yep.
Mambo Land. We appreciate that. How many wallets do I have? Do I have?
You have multiples.
I have multiple wallets, right? I have
one
3, 4.
minimum. Yeah, 3 or 4 minimum. I would think. I would guess if I had to figure it out, I would figure. I mean, even if like I have somewhere it might be on the Zaman wallet that might have 1 or 2 in there. So if you add it up, yeah, I got a lot of different places with little bits on it.
Blade says banks are buying gold in record numbers. They know something's up. They definitely know, 100%.
Yep.
It's not what we know; it's what they know. It all comes back in the end, And you mentioned about the wallets. I never thought to myself that the platform's considered wallets, technically speaking.
Yeah.
So
So
like
wallet on the platform.
which I didn't think about that. When I thought of a wallet, I think of a decent wallet because they call it
Yeah.
a wallet. I didn't think of Uphold as a wallet or a decent wallet or
Yep.
Caleb and Brown or
Yep.
yada yada
Yeah,
yada.
those are all wallets.
Yeah, very cool stuff. So anyway, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of our show every week. Thank you for being a part of our lives. We hope you're enjoying the show. Please tell your friends and family about it. Please hit the like and subscribe. Please comment. This is everything. It's like a philanthropic thing for Mike and I to really get the word out there to the world, to the people who are not listening, but hear it in the background, but aren't really listening.
Mhm.
It's like that your wife who's listening to you talk about it, that's not listening, but then every so often kind of goes, "Hey, how's it going with that XRP?" Right?
Yep.
Like the Instagram, on Instagram, you see these like little videos where the wife kind of leans and goes, "We're really rich, aren't we?" Right? And one day that's going to happen. Knock on wood. Amen and hallelujah. Deplorable says ETFs are also wallets. That's a very good point.
Above it too. I think.
I'm sorry. Blade says banks are buying gold in record. No, we know that. And so deplorable badass. Love it. ETFs are also wallets. That's a very interesting point. I didn't think of it like that as well. Good point. And Mambo Len says Cuba could be the next state. Ships are currently positioning north of Cuba. You can see the ships from Key West. No kidding. That's pretty wild stuff.
Wow.
So 50
You'll
seconds
see it on your
is gonna be
cruise.
Cuba.
You'll see it on your cruise, Dave. You'll see it on your cruise. I was joking around that if Dave takes a cruise, that he might be going in and out of the naval ships.
Yeah.
While he's taking the cruise.
We are taking a cruise with the family. We'll get closer. I'll tell you more about that when.
Yeah.
Looking forward to getting out there with the family, having some fun. The one guy says, "You guys like Zebec." This is something I'm going to look into a little more. The Zebec. I need to know a little more about Zebec. I don't know much about it yet, but I definitely want to learn more about it. Biden hair sniffer talked about CC, and I got into that a little bit to learn more about it. But Zebec, does it have a special letters for it? Zebec?
I really don't even know, to be honest with you.
Zebec is the Zebec Network. Wow, that's really, really inexpensive. Is that a I don't know much about Zebec. It's you're looking at a 272 million market cap. Is that the right one? It's 0.002. I don't know much about Zebec. I've heard it a couple times. You guys mentioned it.
I will say CypherX was talking about CC.
Yeah.
And that is, he had a whole thing. It was XRP and CC.
And that
So
made you
that
kind of
that
think,
made me think that I should be doing a little bit of research on
Right.
on that.
I thought that was interesting. You guys, again, we're learning from you. You're learning from us. We're having fun together. Zebec. Oh, so the one guy says, Zebec, ZBCN. Thank you so much, buddy. ZBCN. Yeah, the Zebec Network. Thank you
Yes.
so much. So we're 0.0028. I mean, you throw a few $100 at it to see what happens. I mean, it's cheap. It's not a meme coin, right? So Zebec's integrated products, real-time payroll apps. Oh, payroll apps, on-chain payments, infrastructure, and network deepen.
I sort of like what Jake says about a lot of this stuff is that, he's like, hey, if XRP does what it does, then I can peel off a lot of the XRP profits and put it into some of these other ones.
ZBCN. Let me look at ZBCN.
Which I sort of like, but a couple $100 isn't going to kill you.
I see it's available on Uphold over here. Again, it's really cheap. Zebec Network is a decentralized infrastructure network designed to facilitate payments. Initially built on the Solana blockchain, Zebec has evolved into a multi-chain platform that brings blockchain to everyday financial operations. Zebec aims to disrupt traditional finance by addressing inefficiencies such as high transaction fees. Sounds like a Ripple. I just jumped where I was. Zebec aims to disrupt fees, delays, and reliance on intermediaries, particularly in the context of global payments and payroll systems. Backed by $35 million in investments from prominent firms like Circle, Coinbase, Solana Ventures, Zebec positions itself as a leading player in decentralized finance. That's interesting.
NFL and the NBA.
We got
what he's saying here.
Sean Howard. Zebec is the future. Also, thank you, Sean, for joining in over here. Hold on, we got to roll back up over here. Zebec is partnering with the NBA and NFL and NHL. Wow, I definitely want to look into that. I like that. And thank you for joining on the show, Sean. Please let us know where you're from. Please hit like and subscribe. We appreciate you being a part of our show today. And Silent Giant says Zebec deals with payroll, getting paid instantly instead of waiting 2 weeks. It has utility and it is ISO 20022. I know what you meant to put compliant. And Mambo Land says, gentlemen, I've been bringing Zebec to your attention for a while, and thank you so much for doing that, my friend. ISO 20022 certified and is now available on Coinbase and Kraken. It's also available on Uphold, which I just looked up over here as well. And Rocket Red Countdown Liftoff. I'll buy some Zebec tonight. In honor of you guys, I'm going to buy some Zebec tonight.
Who said that, by the way? Gentleman.
Mambo Land just said
Mambo
that.
Land. Okay.
Yeah, Mambo Land. Thank you. Sean Howard says they are partners with the NBA and NHL. They are partnered with and the NBA as well. Sean, thank you so much for putting that out there again. That's huge to be in partners with the sporting industry. Definitely going to buy some Zebec tonight.
There you go.
But again, let us know.
How many are there? I'd be curious to see how many tokens are totally on that.
Sean says on Zebag's website, if you own over 50,000 XRP, they send you back. They send you the back. What does that mean? On Zebags. What does that mean on Zebags? Is it on Zebag's website? If you own over 50,000 XRP, they send you the back. And maybe something got cut off. And that one guy says Flare and Zebec, easy money, penny coins. Listen, I love it.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Flare, we definitely have.
Flare, definitely.
But tonight will be a Zebec purchase in honor of the international group over here, the Intro to Crypto team, you guys here and making me proud. All right, listen, it's 6:30. It's Monday night. I want to thank you so much for both of us being on the show tonight. We got to get going. We're going to wrap it up. Stay tuned for Friday's show as we do every week. Thank you for being a part of the Intro to Crypto team. We love you guys. Have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you soon. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Sean, I have over 7 million shares. That's awesome. Awesome stuff.